Imagine this, you're standing at the edge of a vast battlefield. The wind whipping through your armor, your sword heavy in your hand. The enemy is charging. Chaos reigns, and one wrong move could mean the end. But you're calm, focused, unshaken. This isn't just a scene from an ancient tale, it's the essence of the samurai spirit. And today, we're diving deep into how that very spirit can transform your modern life. Especially if you're ambitious but held back by the crippling fear of failure. Welcome to the path to ancient samurai wisdom for mastering the modern world. I'm here to guide you through timeless lessons from the warriors of feudal Japan, drawing from Zen philosophy, rigorous mental training, and age-old practices that forged unbreakable minds. If you're someone with big dreams climbing the corporate ladder, launching a business, or pursuing a passion project but the thought of stumbling, of falling short, paralyzes you, then this is the lesson you've been waiting for. We'll unpack a profound samurai teaching that reframes failure not as a defeat, but as a forge for your inner strength. By the end, you'll have step-by-step techniques to sharpen your focus, strengthen your memory, build unyielding discipline, and master yourself from the inside out. Let's begin this journey together. First, let's set the stage with the historical heart of samurai wisdom. The samurai, or bushi, were not just fighters, they were philosophers in armor. Emerging in the 12th century during Japan's turbulent Kamakura period, they lived by the Bushido Kodo way of the warrior that emphasized courage, honor, loyalty, and self-control. But what made them truly legendary was their integration of Zen Buddhism. Introduced from China around the same time, Zen, with its focus on meditation and mindfulness, taught samurai to face death without fear, to act decisively in the moment. Think of Miyamoto Musashi, the undefeated swordsman and author of the Book of Five Rings. He didn't just swing a sword, he mastered his mind, turning potential failures into stepping stones for victory. Now, why does this matter to you? The ambitious, modern warrior? In today's world, ambition is your battlefield. You're charging toward goals, promotions, innovations, personal growth, but fear of failure lurks like a hidden assassin. It whispers doubts. What if you mess up? What if you're exposed as a fraud? What if all your efforts crumble? This fear isn't new. Samurai faced it too. Every duel, every war carried the risk of death or dishonor. Yet they thrived. Their secret, embracing failure as part of the path, not the end of it. Zen philosophy calls this mushin, no-minder state where fear dissolves and action flows freely. But how do we apply this? Let's break it down into actionable steps, rooted in samurai practices. We'll start with sharpening your focus because a scattered mind is the first casualty in the war against fear. Step 1. Cultivate Zanshin awareness in every moment. Zanshin, a core samurai concept, means remaining mind or total awareness. It's the art of staying vigilant even after the strike. For samurai, this meant scanning the battlefield post-battle, ready for surprises. In your life, it translates to mindfulness training to cut through distractions and fear-induced fog. Begin by integrating daily Zanshin meditation. Find a quiet space. Sit in a comfortable position, perhaps cross-legged like a Zen monk, and close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Inhaling through your nose for a count of 4, holding for 4, exhaling for 4. As thoughts arise, especially those pesky fears of failure, acknowledge them without judgment. Then let them pass like clouds in the sky. This is drawn directly from Zen's Zazen practice, where samurai would meditate before dawn to clear their minds. To make it step by step, first, set an intention for your session. Ask yourself, what fear is blocking my ambition today? Maybe it's the fear of pitching a new idea at work. Second, focus on your breath as an anchor. When your mind wanders to worst-case scenarios, gently redirect it. Third, visualize the samurai's bow. After releasing an arrow, the archer maintains form, embodying completion without attachment to the outcome. Apply this to your goals. Act with full effort, but release the fear of missing the mark. Practice this for 10 minutes daily, gradually increasing. Over time, you'll notice your focus sharpening. Distractions fade and fear loses its grip because you're present, not projecting into a failed future, Studies in modern psychology echo this. Mindfulness reduces amygdala activity, the brain's fear center, allowing ambitious pursuits without paralysis. Building on focus. Let's move to step 2, strengthening your memory. Through kata repetition, samurai didn't just remember techniques. They embodied them through kata, precise, repetitive forms practiced endlessly. This wasn't rote learning. It was mental forging, drawing from Zen's emphasis on direct experience over intellectualizing. In the modern world, fear of failure often stems from forgetting lessons from past setbacks or doubting your knowledge under pressure. To counter this, adopt the samurai's kata for memory enhancement. Start with a daily review ritual. At the end of each day, journal 3 key learnings or experiences. But don't just reenact them mentally. If you faced a small failure, like a rejected proposal, replay it. What went wrong? What felt right? Then visualize the corrected version as if performing a kata step-by-step first. Choose a memory dojo, a dedicated notebook or app. Second, break down complex ambitions into micro kata. For instance, if your goal is public speaking but fear of fumbling words holds you back, practice short speeches daily. Record yourself, review, and refine. Third, incorporate Zen's mu emptiness by clearing mental clutter. Before memorizing, meditate to empty your mind. Then absorb information like a sponge. Ancient samurai texts like the Hokage stress that true memory comes from discipline, not innate talent. By repeating kata, you're wiring neural pathways, making recall effortless. This strengthens memory and diminishes fear, as you'll trust your preparation. Imagine approaching that high-stakes meeting not with dread, but with the calm assurance of a warrior who's drilled every move. Now, let's deepen this with step 3, building discipline via gamen. Endurance and self-restraint. Gamen, a pillar of samurai ethos influenced by Zen stoicism, means persevering through hardship without complaint. Samurai endured grueling training hours of sword practice in rain, fasting, or silent vigils to build unbreakable discipline. Failure wasn't feared, it was expected and embraced as a teacher. For the ambitious soul, discipline is the bridge over the chasm of fear. Without it, procrastination creeps in. Fueled by what if I fail excuses. To cultivate gamen, start with small, daily challenges. Wake up at a set time, no snooze. Commit to a physical routine, like walking or basic calisthenics, rain or shine mirroring samurai endurance marches. Step by step, first, identify your weak points. Where does fear erode? Your discipline, maybe skipping workouts or delaying tasks. Second, set incremental goals. Begin with a 5-minute habit, like reading a philosophy text and build up. Third, practice silent suffering when discomfort arises. Observe its Zen style without reaction. This trains resilience. Draw from Musashi's duels. He won not by strength alone, but by disciplined timing. Apply this to your ambitions. Break projects into disciplined phases. Research, plan, execute. Teach with Gomen's steadfastness. Over weeks, discipline becomes habit. Fear of failure weakens as you realize setbacks are just endurance tests. Tying these together is step 4, mastering yourself from the inside out through Jiu-Jitsu self-realization. This Zen-inspired samurai practice involves introspection to align body, mind, and spirit. Samurai retreated to temples for self-examination, confronting inner demons to emerge masters. Fear of failure often masks deeper self-doubt. To master yourself, engage in Jiu-Jitsu journaling. Weekly, reflect. What fears stem from ego? How can I detach? Zen teaches on not no self, reminding us identity isn't fixed. Failure doesn't define you. Step-by-step. First, create a ritual space. Light incense if it helps evoke ancient vibes. Second, list ambitions and associated fears. For each, apply the samurai's death meditation. Contemplate impermanence. If this venture fails, what truly dies? Often just pride. Third, affirm mastery. I am the warrior within, unbound by outcomes. This inner mastery integrates focus, memory, and discipline. You'll act ambitiously viewing failure as an illusion in the grand Zen flow. As we weave these threads, consider real-world applications. Take an entrepreneur pitching to investors. Fear whispers rejection, but with Zanshin focus, they stay present. Kata memory recalls past pitches' lessons. Game and discipline pushes through nerves. Jiu-Jitsu mastery detaches from ego, allowing authentic delivery. Failure? Just another kata to refine. Or picture an artist fearing creative blocks. Samurai wisdom teaches that true art flows from mastered mind. Sharpen focus to ID clearly. Strengthen memory of inspirations. Build discipline in daily creation. Master self to silence inner critics. Delving deeper, let's explore how these techniques intersect with Zen's core tenets, impermanence or mujo. Reminds us nothing lasts, including failure. Samurai meditated on cherry blossoms falling, symbolizing life's transience. Apply this when fear grips. Visualize your ambition as a blossom, beautiful, fleeting, but part of eternal cycles. This shifts perspective, reducing failure's sting. Another layer. Zen's koans paradoxical riddles like what is the sound of one hand clapping? Trains samurai to think beyond logic, embracing uncertainty. For you, create personal koans. If failure is inevitable, why fear it? Ponder during meditation to dissolve mental barriers. Now, expanding on memory strengthening, incorporate samurai mnemonics. They used visualization palaces, imagining dojo rooms stocked with knowledge. For ambitious goals, build a mental samurai castle. Each room holds a memory of strategies in the armory, lessons in the garden. Walk through it daily, reinforcing recall. For discipline, add ikigai reason for being from Japanese philosophy. Samurai found purpose in service. You, in your ambitions, align daily actions with ikigai, making game an effortless dot in mastering. Self. Practice meta-loving kindness meditation adapted from Buddhism. Extend compassion to yourself post-failure. May I be strong, may I learn. This heals wounds fear inflicts. Let's illustrate with a samurai legend, the story of the 47 Ronin. Masterless after their lord's death, a failure, they disciplined themselves for years. Mastering inner resolve before avenging him, their fear transformed into focused action. Your ambitions may not involve vengeance, but the principle holds. Turn failure's energy inward for growth. Another tale. Zen Master Tokuon Soho advised samurai on swordsmanship, teaching that a fixed mind on winning invites failure. Instead, flow like water. In your life, don't fixate on success, flow through efforts. Adapting to failures as water round rocks. To ensure these techniques stick, let's outline a 30-day samurai challenge. Days 1 to 10. Focus on Zanshin meditation. Building awareness. Journal fears daily. Days 11 to 20. Kata for memory review and visualize past experiences. Days 21 to 30. Game and challenges like cold showers or fasting intervals. While practicing jiu-jitsu reflections. By month's end, fear of failure will feel like a distant echo. But wisdom without application is like a sheathed sword. Commit to one technique. Today, perhaps start with a Zanshin breath amid a stressful moment. Feel the shift. As we near the end of this exploration, reflect on how far we've come. From the battlefields of ancient Japan to your daily grind, samurai lessons offer a blueprint for ambitious living without fear's chains. You've learned to sharpen focus through Zanshin, strengthen memory via kata, build discipline with Gaiman, and master self through jiu-jitsu, all infused with Zen's profound insights. Remember, failure isn't the enemy, it's the sensei teaching you to rise stronger. The samurai didn't conquer by avoiding falls, they mastered rising. So, ambitious one, step onto your path with warrior's heart. Embrace the lessons, apply the steps, and watch your world transform. Thank you for joining this deep dive into samurai wisdom. If this resonated, explore more on the path to ancient samurai wisdom. Until next time, forge your inner blade sharp, resilient, unbreakable.